this week's weekly vlog. I wasn't going to film today. It's Sunday and it is the 15th of February 2026, and this is about 9 a.m, maybe 7:30, 9 a.m, and we're out for our morning walk along the coast path, and the waves were just so amazing. We did have a weather warning. I think the whole of the Canaries had a weather warning for waves, and we don't always get such big waves on the east coast at Caleta. It's often on the west coast that they get the bigger waves. So I thought, do you know what, I am going to film this because it's not always like this, and it was absolutely stunning. We were there about 2, maybe 3 hours before high tide, so it was quite safe walking along here. There was a lot of people about, actually, just taking it all in and taking videos and pictures and things and just soaking up the energy of it. I think it's amazing to be so near to the sea when it is like this. I just absolutely love it. It was very, very windy, so hence why I'm now doing a voiceover. But I know a lot of you like to see the big waves, so I thought I would vlog and show you. And then later on Sunday, we walked from Playa Blanca into Rosario because it's Carnival in Rosario this week, and we wanted to just go and soak up the atmosphere. They do a little like raft. Well, it's not little, there's quite a few people that participate in it. They couldn't do it properly this year because of the weather, but they did a bit, so I'll put those clips in, and then the drumming. Just thought I'd film the little aftermath of yesterday's waves. It's a bit of a mess. Mud. And then there's all these paving slabs have been moved by the sea. And then the size of that rock. I know. It's amazing. Don't try and lift it up. You're not as powerful as the waves. Look, we've got mud. Cones are still there though, which is quite amazing. Wow, I remember in Catillo it used to be like this after the big waves, and they used to come with the tractor and scrape it all away. It's like a little obstacle. Oh, look at the bench. This bit. Just goes to show how powerful those waves are. And we've got a Kalima this morning as well. I think I might go round this bit. We're back in town, we're at the Atlantico. We've got a few chores to do, a bit of shopping, which Martin's really happy about, aren't you? And I will show you when we get home if I purchase anything. We're back from shopping. I did buy a couple of things. In Natura, I bought some socks, 2 pairs of socks, €4.99. I desperately needed some new socks. And I also bought some seeds, not seeds, well, these are seeds, some spices from the Asian food store in Coletta. So I got Nigella seeds, which I use for making my naan breads, and they just add such a yummy flavour. I love Nigella seeds. I also got some hot curry powder, and I find it so much better to buy the spices this way than the little pots from the supermarket. It just works out cheaper. And then I also got some star anise, some whole ones. So I'm pleased with my little shop up. Martin didn't buy anything. Yeah, so that's those chores done. We've got bits to do around the house this afternoon. We've got some sourdough things going on that need sorting out, and need to clean out the cupboard, which is not very exciting, so I'm not going to vlog that. But I will show you the dinner later. It's the same as we had yesterday. It's a pork dish that I did in the slow cooker that was really nice actually. And yeah, I'll catch up with you then. I also was going to chat a little bit, but I'll probably do it later, about the ways in which I've tried to use my phone a bit less, because quite a few people commented in the last vlog that they were interested, and I'll just share anything that I think might be useful. So I will go and get my jobs done, and then I'll come back to you. Well, we've done a good job of clearing out the cupboards. I'm just going to faff about with my sourdough in a minute, and also cook some parsnips, but I thought I'd just quickly show you the little things that I've done to try and just be more mindful of my phone usage. And the first thing is I keep my phone now in this, which is, I just got it from the China shop. It's just like a zip cover. I think it's supposed to go around your arm when you're jogging, but my arm's too fat and I don't jog. So, but it's not see-through. So when I automatically go to look at my phone, which we all do, this just makes me go, hang on a minute, why are you looking at your phone? You don't need to, you're in the middle of doing something. I also sometimes put a hairband around the middle of my phone, which again is like a visual reminder of, why are you looking at your phone? Do you really need to look at your phone, or is it just a habitual thing, which I definitely do? Second thing is I've set my apps on my phone so that I can't use them at certain times of the day. So up until from 9 o'clock in the morning, they all come on, and then they all go off at 8 p.m. I try not to look at my phone anyway after 7 p.m, but I had to set it to 8 p.m. because I quite often do Zoom with my dad at 7, and it was going to cut me off. The only ones I have sort of live, as it were, is you know, the actual phone and WhatsApp, in case my family needed to get in touch with me. Although, to be fair, the phone's in the other room on silent. So, but the time that it's really good for me is the first thing in the morning, because now I don't look at my emails, I don't look at YouTube, I don't look at Instagram, Google, all of those kind of things. In fact, I don't really look at my phone at all now, whereas before it used to be the first thing that I looked at. So you can set your phone or whatever for whatever timings work for you, and that it's really useful. And if you did need to use something, you just click on it and you can sort of override it. But again, it makes you really think, do I need to look at Google at 7 o'clock in the morning? Probably not. The other thing is that I delete apps. So I've deleted Instagram, I've deleted Facebook. I haven't closed my accounts, I can still look at them, but I either have to go through Google or download the apps again. Hang on, I'm just going to shut the door because Martin's trying to fix the TV. That's better. Yeah, so delete apps, and even with YouTube, I had it on my phone on Saturday and Sunday because I was uploading and I was watching a few vlogs, and then it got to sort of Sunday tea time and I thought, I keep looking at this, I'm back in the habit constantly opening the app, so I've deleted it, and I will put it back on my phone when it's time for me to upload this vlog. And I've made a new rule for myself that I'm only allowed the YouTube app for 2 days of the week maximum. So if I want to watch any vlogs, that it will be during those 2 days and replying and things like that. The other thing that I've done is sort of said to myself to actually stop and think. So instead of, I don't know, say I want a recipe for hummus, just for an example. Instead of immediately going onto my phone, I think to myself, well, number one, you already know how to make hummus, just go and make some. But if I wanted a bit of inspiration, look in a book, ask a friend. You know, I have got a few cookbooks, well, I've got 2, and they've both got really good hummus recipes in. I've got a magazine as well, which I think has got a recipe in. So that's been a bit of a game changer for me. And the other occasion that I do that a lot now, whereas I used to go to Google Translate, is Spanish. And more often than not, I know the word that I think I don't know, but I just need to stop and think about it rather than going straight away to Google. And I've got Spanish books as well. I've got 501 verbs, and I've got some vocab books. I've got my own vocab book. So instead of reaching straight away for the phone, I reach for my books. The other time I think that I tend to want to look at my phone, I was going to say if I'm bored, but I very rarely get bored, but if I'm at a bit of a loose end. So again, I've thought of other things and I've written a list. Do you know how I love a list? So I'll read you my list. Instead of the phone, I will. And then I've got loads and loads of different things. So, for example, sweep and mop the house, empty the bins, clean one area of the house, clutter clear, do the ironing, crochet, macrame, painting, diamond art, do some sewing, do some Spanish studying, listen to a podcast, listen to some music, do my singing bowl, read a book, dance, do some qigong or yoga, go for a walk, phone somebody, do some journaling, do some gardening, cook, have a cup of tea, do some writing, do a puzzle, do a meditation, Sudoku. And then I did a whole list of things like cut my nails, soak my feet, put some body cream on, do a face mask. So I'm really kind of trying to train myself that there are other things to do. It's not just the phone. And then the last thing is that I've really rethought my own availability, I suppose, and that, you know, I am not available 24/7 to everybody. So, and this is quite tricky. I found this quite difficult to ignore messages sometimes and think that actually that can wait. That's, don't get me wrong, if one of my friends sent me a message saying I've broken down 2 minutes away from your house and I'm feeling ill, can you come and help me? Of course I wouldn't ignore them. But generally people send me messages that don't need to be answered immediately, and, you know, emails and things like that. And I have found that quite tricky. I think there's I don't know, that people seem to feel that they're available all the time to everybody. So that's been a bit of rethinking as well. And I'm getting on well and I like it, and I don't want to go back because I love doing all the other things. Like I said before, I love being more present. I feel much calmer, and I've just got really back into books. I've read already this year, and again I'm keeping a written list of all the books that I've read and the podcast I've listened to. So I've read 23 books so far. This is the latest one, which I'm really enjoying. Haven't got much of this left actually, just that much. So I'm really enjoying reading again and looking in cookbooks and things like that. Anyway, I've been talking for a long time now, so I'm going to go and make my sourdough, and I'll catch up with you again at dinner time. I'm filming the master baker making breadsticks. They're nice though, aren't they?
Yeah, well, they were last time.
Here's today's yummy dinner. It's a pork stew, pork and cider, with sweet potato mash, lots of veggies in there, and some parsnips. Yum, yum.
Yum, yum, parsnips.
We're in Rosario. What day is it? Tuesday.
That's me.
The shops are shut, which Martin's really happy about.
Yeah.
And we were going to
Keep my
go.
wallet in my pocket.
We were going to visit our friend in hospital, but she's escaped for a while. So we're going to meet up with her and go and have a coffee, which is good because I was slightly not wanting to go into the hospital because of germs. So yeah, we're just waiting for her anyway. Just doing a bit of cooking and prep. So I'm just marinating some chicken in some like Greek spices. There's oregano and paprika. I've got lemon juice in there, and a bit of garlic. That's going to be for dinner, so I'm just going to leave that in the fridge. I've also made some pickled onions. I normally use red onions, but I had white onions this time. So I've got some star anise in there, vinegar, water, a little bit of sugar, a little bit of salt. And in here, I've just grated a raw beetroot. And later on, I'm going to add to that mint, a little bit of yogurt and some garlic. And that makes like a really yummy salad that we're going to have with the chicken for dinner, and some homemade sourdough and some lettuce. But I'll show you all that later. So here's today's yummy dinner.
Yum, yum.
We've got the homegrown salad leaves. We've got the homemade sourdough bread. This is the beetroot salad with the yogurt, the mint, the garlic, Greek sort of style chicken, and some roasted tomatoes.
Yum,
You
yum.
haven't got any homegrown salad leaves?
Oh, yeah.
It's Thursday, I think. I didn't vlog yesterday. We were looking after the dogs, and what else were we doing? Oh, Tracy came over. We were supposed to be studying, but I think it was more chatting.
Gossiping, yeah.
Gossiping. Yeah. And we took the dogs this morning. We've been to Franny Kemi and bought lots of vegetables and fruits. And now we're sitting in a car park in Tiscamanita because we're going to go for a walk, and we're going to get some lunch, maybe even coffee before that, hopefully. We're not going to go to the museum. There is a museum here. We've been to it before, and I actually really enjoyed the one here, mainly because the lady let us try biscuits. Do you remember that?
I certainly do.
I'm just doing an extreme close-up because there's people walking in the background. Yeah, so we're going to have a walk around the back streets, and I'll try and do a bit of vlogging. It's very windy again today, so it'll be either plinky plonky music or a voiceover, but I'll show you a little bit around the back streets and whatever we have for lunch.
And here's our map.
Oh yeah, look, we've got a map. Hang on, I have to hold it here because it's... See, Martin's prepared a walk for us. How long is it? 2.25
2.25 miles approximately.
approximately, unless we get lost, which we usually do. Right, let's do this. Well, we've had a lush day out, finishing off there with ice cream, and I had a chat to my mum on the phone on the way back in the car, which was lovely. I'm going to show you what I got in Franny Chemi. I got 2 avocados, nice butternut squash. We got green pepper, red pepper, cucumber, courgette, got a few lemons, lots of bananas. The bananas here are so tasty, they really are divine, I love them. Beetroot, got a couple of sweet potatoes and some of these, a big bag of these like new potatoes, green beans, Paula, these are for you, parsnips, got some pears, some apples, some easy peelers, and last but not least, loads of carrots. So I'm going to put all this lot away and then we're going to go walk the dogs again. But when I got back, this was on my doorstep, which is allspice, because my friend and I were talking about this yesterday. For our homework for Spanish class, we've got to write a recipe. And she said, oh, I'm going to write my lemon, she makes a really nice lemon drizzle cake. She's going to write the recipe, but she's going to actually make the cake and bring it to class. So I decided from this book, the Good Food Ultimate Unprocessed, I'm going to make carrot cake cupcakes. And I was saying to her, I need allspice for it. And bless her, she's dropped me some off. By the way, a few people asked me if I would share the recipes from this, and I have to be careful, I think, because you can get done like for copyright. So they're all BBC Good Food recipes, so I'm sure if you go on the BBC Good Food website you'll be able to find them. So this one is carrot cake cupcakes. I'll let you know how they turn out. I've not made them before. I'm actually going to finish the vlog now because tomorrow we are going out for the day. We're going to go down the south to Costa Calma, but I'm going to make a vlog for my other channel. And then the weekend's busy, I'm seeing friends, so I will start the next weekly vlog again, probably on Sunday or Monday. But anyway, I'm going to stop rabbiting on. Thank you so much for watching. I hope everyone's well, having a good week, and I'll see you again in the next one. Take care, everyone. Bye.